it's Jenny D, and today's real funny friend is Jeff Garlin, going to be at Comedy Works at Landmark, not only tonight, but tomorrow night. And
have you ever any, by the Comedy Works South, have you ever any friends here that really aren't funny?
There's been one or two that we didn't air.
Wow. Isn't that hilarious?
Can I tell them who it was, or can I not tell them who it was?
Don't tell me. I don't want to know.
Oh, no. But it was, there was one, sometimes I feel like right now with the climate and everything, because we're like an escape. Cozy is an escape. Right. So when they come in, sometimes it gets a little political, and you're like, oh, I'm like, can we just be an escape? Can we just?
Yeah. Well, by the way, I'm not really political, but I have my views and all that. I'll be damned if I'm not a political comedian. I can't read the front page of the New York Times and make it funny.
Yeah.
I just can't.
No.
People like Louis Black, Bill Maher, they can make it funny.
Yeah.
You know, I cannot make it funny.
That's me there.
And so I just don't. I'm not avoiding it because I'm scared. I just can't make it. But if I could make politics funny, I'd be all over.
If we could all laugh again and something like.
No,
but
you know
it's
what
more
I mean?
like it's. I think it's good though to have comedians that, I wouldn't say stay in their lane, but know their strengths and play to those strengths.
I play to my strength. That's exactly right. If my strength was political comedy, that's what we'd be talking about. But I'd be funny.
But I'd be fun. But I'd
just
actually
getting
funny.
my viewpoints out because really nobody cares.
Well, and you have like the special and everything. It was I want someone to eat cheese with. So I know that that's. If you haven't yet checked it out, you should check it out. But what today?
My actually special, if they want to watch, that's the first movie I made.
Yep.
My special, the last special I did was called Our Man in Chicago. It's on Netflix.
Our Man in Chicago's on Netflix.
I'm very proud of it. Actually, from my viewpoint, which has made me think I'm not going to do another special, but I am, that's as good as I can be.
I love that.
Like, I was very satisfied. And it was Chris Storer directed it. He's the writer-creator of The Bear.
Oh,
Everything about it, the way it looked, my performance, I was thrilled with all of it.
When you're done with it, you're going, that's exactly what I wanted to make.
That doesn't happen very often. And really, I only watched it again recently. It came out in 2016, and we're 2025. So last year, I saw it after almost 8 years, essentially, and I was very, very pleased. I'm like, oh, I even laughed. When I laugh, I don't laugh at stuff that I've written. I mean, I've written things from in movies I've made where I go, that one will keep me laughing, like one line where I don't know how I came up with it. But that special, I'm just really, really, it just came together the right way. My other specials, I really like. This one just really,
I love it.
It shows who I am.
Okay.
Like if you've seen that special and you dig me, or you want to watch 5 minutes of the special, you'll get an idea of who I am and what I do.
And then they can come and see you in Denver.
Yeah. I was talking about where I mentioned, Comedy Works South here in Denver. But the reason I laughed is because I improvise so much. So I laughed at things that I didn't remember saying. So I don't laugh at my own stuff per se. You know.
Was that with Curb Your Enthusiasm and stuff like that too? Was a lot of that just like
it's
it just
all
pops in
improvised.
your head and you're like,
well,
okay.
No, it's Larry David will write an outline on a scene. Like you and I talking here, and there'll be motivations of what information has to come out. That's about it.
And then he's like, just bring it your way.
Well, he doesn't have to say that.
But but I'm like, implied for sure. But if you could eat cheese with anybody today, like, who would it be?
Well, my girlfriend, I guess, but we're not.
I mean, you always eat cheese.
No, I pretty much, I eat cottage cheese. That's my dairy.
Oh, okay.
I eat no other dairy.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not supposed to eat dairy.
Oh, okay.
But yet cottage cheese is so much protein, and so it has a lot of satiety. Satiety, tomato. But anyhow, it's filling, and I love it, which sounds like I'm 90. But
oh no, I do too. So.
Yeah. So that's the only cheese I eat. So cottage cheese, I'd want to eat it with my girlfriend.
Oh,
I love her.
Sweet. How long you guys been together?
5 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I still have a crush on her.
Oh, so
you know, all the years I was married with my wife, I had a crush on her too. Yeah. No, my ex-wife.
Yeah.
Yeah. I still love her.
So it's one of the things that we've been talking a lot about with relationships and stuff like that, because things can be hard.
Yeah, my first marriage, all it did was get to a place where I felt it was untenable. And that doesn't mean I don't love her like crazy.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean we're not a family unit. Like we'll have dinner with our kids and,
And you have
great.
to be that way, especially with kids. You have to learn how to.
Think you'd have to be that way.
You should. I guess you should.
No, you could. Yeah.
But that's really cool that you guys all have that unit. And I feel like you should date whoever you're with. You should continue to date them. Like after 5 years, still take them on dates. They still surprise you. They still make you happy.
Yeah, you got to. I've asked, like recently we went to this thing in Los Angeles, and like a week or two before I go, I want to ask you out on a date. And that was our date. And it was a great time. If I hadn't asked her on a date, it'd still be a really, but it was better because it was a date.
And it's cute.
We live
fun.
separate too, by the way.
Oh, okay, that's smart.
So that's even easier.
Yeah, it's insane.
If we get married, we'll probably either we'd have to live in a place where she or I, not as much I love being near her, but she'd need to have a place to run to.
Yeah.
Which is why we live separate.
Oh, yeah.
She has her thing. She needs her autonomy. She needs space. And when I respect that, she wants less space. And less, it's just the way it works. But I don't do it. I do it because I just respect who she is.
And respect is a huge thing. I love that.
Gigantor.
I know. Well, so you're going to see him at Comedy Works. Of course, he does all the stand-ups but I Love You from Daddy Daycare. That is one of my favorites.
I had a good time.
I quote that movie all the time whenever we're talking about broccoli.
Oh, yeah, broccoli wrestling, carrot versus broccoli. I believe was I broccoli? No, I was carrot.
You were carrot.
Yeah.
But when he was like BROCCOLI.
Yeah, right.
I do that to my girls all the time when we're eating broccoli.
The one thing in that movie that I still laugh at, because it's very difficult for me to watch because I was so heavy. And when I watch myself eating on screen, knowing that I'm enjoying it and filling some hole makes me sad. But one thing in that movie kills me. And Eddie and I go to meet with Angelica Houston about our school, whatever. And we get approved for our own school, and we're showing her wanting to work out some deal. I couldn't remember what it is. But when we left, I held up the certificate, whatever, and I went, laminated. And that was improvised, and it made the movie. It was but that one, by the way, people will come up to me and go, laminated, and I know exactly what they're talking about.
Like that probably, and also Toy Story.
Toy Story, but the thing, Toy Story 3 and 4, but the thing I'm most proud of is Wall-E.
Wall-E, yes.
Yeah, I played the captain of the ship.
Why do you guys make us cry all the time, though? Those movies, like, as a parent, I bawl, and I'm like, oh, man.
Let me say something to you. Wall-E, I'm just going to use, I love doing Toy Story 3. But Wall-E, when you record these things, you're not recording to a picture. You're in a room alone, and you got to use your imagination. And the director will give you your information, you know, and you have the script in front of you, but you can't focus on that. And you put everything you got into it. So I worked 3 years in that movie not seeing a thing. So I went to the premiere. I cried the whole movie because I couldn't believe I was involved with something so beautiful.
It was beautiful from top to bottom. That's one of those. My daughter, I have a 10-year-old and an 8-year-old. And my 10-year-old is like, you're not allowed to pick the movies anymore. Because Wall-E was one that I picked, and we cried so hysterically in that one. And then I was like, well, you know what? We'll go back to the 80s. And so I watched Never-Ending Story. Oh, the horse. She's like, Mom, you are cut off from picking any movies. Like, you're not allowed, because she has I cry at everything. Like,
right, so do I. I'm a big crier.
Yeah.
My kids, even my girlfriend says stop crying. And she's, if you cry, it's got to be the right thing. But I cry. Hey, are you ready for this one? I cry at the end of Law and Order from what the jury says. And to the closing music. And the reason I cry is my dad and I used to watch that together.
Aww.
So I get really weepy. At that moment, I'm like, oh, they're going to jail.
Oh, yeah.
And then dun, 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 dun.
Like when they win, and you're like, oh, especially Law and Order SVU.
And the other ones I cry because the bad person got away with it.
Oh.
Which they have to throw in there. Otherwise,
it wouldn't be as realistic.
Because when they're reading the verdict.
Oh.
You're always as much as that show's formula, you're still like, what's going to happen?
And once you start an episode, I always am like, okay, I'll just finish this one, and I cannot even watch the beginning of the next episode.
By the way, I love SVU. I mean, I really.
Mariska Hargitay is like,
she's awesome, but Ice-T saying the Ice-T things, awesomeness.
I loved how he kind of reinvented himself in that role and made it so likable, believable, and
hold
real.
On. If I may. Yes, he had his songs about the police, etc.
Oh, yeah.
Not the band, the actual police, all that stuff. not only to reinvent himself, he was the spokesperson for Cheerios for a long time, of all products.
Of all products. I don't think I even knew that. I don't think I knew that. And I mean, I do love him. Like, I love him as an actor.
I love him, period.
Yeah.
Can't get enough of him.
I know. That's the way we grew up on. Well, you get to check him out. You can scream out Laminate after the show.
I love that we gave Ice-T props in our interview.
I know.
That's really cool. And I really enjoyed being with you here.
Oh, well, thank you.
And you know where I'm going to be? Comedy Works South. Friday and Saturday, 4 shows.
I love it.
You can't plug it enough. Comedy Works.
Comedy Works. Oh, I know. And we are so lucky to have it. Well, I know you're on this journey to lose weight and stuff, but I did bring pumpkin spice Twinkies in case anybody wanted one.
Well, I will not be having any.
I know. That's what Steve said, too, because we hate pumpkin spice.
No. But by the way, pumpkin spice, you got to ignore the spice part because it generally doesn't affect anything. Pumpkin stuff, pumpkin pie. Pumpkin stuff is usually good when there's a pumpkin flavor, ice cream, more than people
Not
would
the
think.
manufactured and packaged.
I think Twinkies would be great. But I'm diabetic, so out of who doesn't love a good pumpkin spice?
That's why I'm trying to give them away as well.
I love that you did that. I love that you got those.
I'm like, there was buy one get one free. My daughters wanted to try it, and I was like, okay, if I keep them in the house, and I'm on insulin and stuff like that too, so I'm like, I can't.
Yeah.
So I'm like, so all day long I was like, I'm just gonna sniff the box and then put it right back.
The odor doesn't, the smell doesn't get you sick.
But if you take it anywhere into a radio station, it's gone in 5 minutes. So.
Well,
I bring all my extra snacks.
World, I'm sorry, yawning. I've been up since 6 o'clock this morning, and I fell asleep kind of late. Although when you get here, like my girlfriend goes, you got to go a day early. So I got in yesterday, and somewhere around 9 o'clock, 8:30, I couldn't stay awake. I couldn't hold my head up, my body, and I had no idea why. I actually thought, is there something wrong? Am I getting sick? And then I FaceTime with her last night, and she goes, that's why I told you to go early. Because that's all it is the elevation.
We laugh all the time too, because same thing when we get up early. It's like 8:30. That's my bedtime. Mama turns into a pumpkin.
Yeah, isn't that funny?
Oh yeah, and I never used to be. I used to be a night owl, and now it's
for
opposite.
me 2:30 in the morning, 2:30, 10:30 were my sleeping time.
Yep.
Yeah, and
now you're like,
I have to be asleep before 11.
Yeah. Oh yeah. If
Generally
not, you don't want to know
10:30.
me the next day.
Yes. So I'm in bed by 10:30.
So if you go, maybe check out his early show. I feel like that's kind
even
of
the late show allows you plenty of time. I'm excited.
Oh yeah, 'cause it's an hour and a half.
Tomorrow's
9:30, 10.
8:30. Tonight's 9. Delightful.
Yep.
So
I might have to hit up the 8:30 one.
yeah, and I'm also jazzed about the 6:30 tonight and 6 o'clock. These are show times designed for me, man.
So make sure you check him out again. Comedy Works South. Go to comedyworks.com. It's Jeff Garlin, of course, with Jenny's real funny friends.